cafe with Kelly behind the counter. Nathaniel enters and waves to Kelly before sitting at the small table next to the window. She sets a cup of coffee on the counter.
Catherine, can you bring Nathaniel his coffee?
Sure, but who's Nathaniel?
One of our regulars. He comes in every day and gets a drip coffee. After that, you're free to go.
Catherine turns and stares at Nathaniel.
He's cute, isn't he?
What? No. I was just memorizing his face. You said he's a regular.
I didn't see you trying to memorize Mr. Jensen's face. Now give that boy his coffee.
Catherine grabs the coffee and crosses to Nathaniel.
Hi, here's your medium roast.
Catherine sets the cup down and accidentally spills it all over the table. Nathaniel jumps as the coffee leaks onto his lap.
I'm sorry, I am in such a klutz.
It's okay.
Catherine reaches into her apron and grabs a towel. She frantically starts wiping the table. Nathaniel reaches for napkins to try drying his clothes.
Oh, no, let me help you with that.
Catherine starts wiping his shirt.
Again, I am so sorry. It's my first day and I've had 5 shots of espresso. I'm just a little jittery. You're Nathaniel, right?
When Catherine is talking, she doesn't realize, but she wipes his lap. Nathaniel quickly grabs Catherine's hand.
Whoa! Do you do this with all your customers?
Only when I need a good tip. Let me grab you another cup if I'm not already fired.
You know what they say, don't cry over spilled coffee.
Catherine crosses behind the counter.
Get it, girl?
No way. I have one rule. Don't date soldiers.
Really, because my husband's in the army.
Oh, sorry,
It's okay, honey. But I think you should give him a chance.
Why?
Because even though you made a complete fool of yourself, he's still staring at you.
They both look over at Nathaniel, who is staring at Catherine. He quickly turns away.
That's because he's waiting for his coffee?
Catherine hangs up her apron and grabs her bag before she walks over and carefully places his coffee on the table.
Sorry. Again.
So you're married?
What? No, my name is Catherine.
I mean your bag. You go to the University of Mary Hardin Baylor?
Oh. I'm gonna be a freshman there this fall. Is that what we're called? Marys?
That and it's a Christian school, like the Virgin Mary. So you're new here.
Yep. Well, I have to go. Bye, Kelly. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you, hon. Maybe lay off the espresso.
Kelly exits into the back room. Catherine starts crossing to the front door.
Bye, Mary.
Catherine stops, then she turns and crosses back to Nathaniel.
If you keep calling me that, I might have to accidentally keep spilling coffee on you.
She leans in closer.
And next time, you'll be wiping it yourself.
Catherine once again starts crossing to the door.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we start over?
How? I don't even know you.
He stands up and reaches out his hand for a handshake.
Hi, I'm Private Nathaniel Lawson, and you're the most beautiful woman I have ever seen.
She hesitates, but then reaches out and shakes his hand.
Hi, I'm Catherine Hall. And does that line actually work on girls?
I don't know. I've never said it before.
You don't do this with all the women you date?
Honestly, I've never been on a date. If you don't have anywhere to be, I was wondering if you could stay. I would like to get to know you better.
Nathaniel pulls out the chair for her to sit.
All right, but remember, you asked for it.
She sits as Nathaniel helps Catherine with her chair before sitting across from her.
So, what do you do for fun?
I spend most of my time at the library studying.
No, I asked what you do for fun.
Reading is fun.
Okay. What's your favorite book?
Wow, I don't know how to answer that.
Why?
Too many choices. Right now I'm reading the complete works of Shakespeare. So far, my favorite is Twelfth Night.
That's the one with the love triangles, right?
Yeah, you read it?
In high school. And I'm not sure falling asleep in the back row qualifies as reading it.
So, you're not much of a reader.
School wasn't my thing. Since I was a kid, I knew I was going into the military.
How long have you been in?
Just over a year.
Do you like it?
It's different than I thought it would be. I hoped it would allow me to see the world, but so far I haven't left Texas.
So, why did you join in the first place?
I'm 4th generation Army in my family. My great-grandfather, my grandfather, my mom, and now me.
Wow. Your mom was in the Army?
For 6 years. Now she's a police lieutenant at the station. That's why I try to grab coffee here every day since it's across the street. She doesn't have much time off of work, so I drop in and check on her.
What about your dad?
He was never in the picture.
I'm sorry. My dad died when I was young. 9/11. I don't have any memories of him.
I'm sorry.
He was an Army veteran stationed at Fort Drum. When his enlistment ended, he became a New York fireman, and he was in the North Tower when it collapsed.
Sounds like he was a good man. What about your mom?
She never got over losing him. One day she drove us to my grandma's house here in town. A few years later, she left in the middle of the night. I haven't seen her since I was 5.
So you were raised by your grandma?
Yes, and before you ask, she died 2 years ago. Pancreatic cancer. That's why I stick with books. I prefer fiction over reality.
Where did you go after?
I went to live with my best friend Ashley. Her parents became my legal guardians until I turned 18. That's why I spend so much time at the library. I have a full ride scholarship and I can't lose it, otherwise I won't be able to afford school.
You said you start school in the fall, right?
Yeah?
So why are you studying so much now in the summer?
The honors summer reading list, I have to finish it before the semester starts.
Wow, I underestimated you.
Why? You didn't see me as damaged goods?
No, it's not that. You're smart and independent. I already knew you were out of my league.
Catherine nervously giggles.
What?
That sounds like something a person would say on a date.
Yeah, so?
So this isn't a date.
Why not?
Because I don't date, especially not soldiers.
We're perfect for each other. Neither of us have been on a date.
That's because I was the freaky dead family girl. In high school, there was a rumor that I was cursed and everyone who got close to me would die. They said that's why my mom left.
What? That's awful.
There's a pause. Then they both speak at the same time.
People
Are the
suck.
worst. So, now you know why I didn't date in high school. What's your excuse?
The military was my life. My first love was serving my country.
A change.
I thought I couldn't have both. Fall in love and be a good soldier. I was afraid planting roots would get in the way of my career. Problem is, it's lonely. Planting roots doesn't seem so scary anymore. What's scary is not having anyone to come home to.
I was wrong about you too.
Really? Why?
I thought you were a ladies' man looking for the next notch in your belt.
The Army doesn't like notches in your belt. It's not regs.
Regs?
Regulation.
She salutes.
Sir, yes, sir.
We'll work on that. Catherine?
Cat. You can call me Cat.
A nickname. How did I earn that?
My gut is telling me I can trust you. Most guys who claim they want to get to know me are scared away by the time I say the word cancer.
Well, I don't scare easily. In fact, I love a good challenge.
Then I challenge you to ask me on a real date.
Wow, we're not even done with our first date and you're already asking for a second date.
Ugh, this isn't a date.
You say that, and yet you stay and continue to have a deep, meaningful conversation with me. You're giving me mixed signals.
You're ridiculous.
Since it appears you're the date police, why don't you tell me what makes an official date?
Usually someone will start by asking, hey, want to go on a date?
Sure, I'd love to. I should have known you'd be a modern and ask me first.
What? No, that's not what I...
Okay, what else entails an official date?
Fine. People usually do an activity like see a movie or go to a restaurant.
Or grab a cup of coffee?
Nathaniel gets up and crosses behind the counter and grabs a croissant from the pastry case. Catherine follows after him.
What are you doing?
Do you want to split a chocolate croissant?
You can't be back here. This is for employees only.
Kelly enters from the back room.
What are you doing? Catherine, you're not supposed to be back here. You're off the clock.
Me? He doesn't even work here.
You're right. Let me get that refill for you, honey.
Kelly starts pouring a cup of coffee and hands it to Nathaniel.
So, how's the date going?
Great.
This isn't a date.
I'll make you a deal. If I can guess your coffee order, you have to agree that this was a date. But if I get it wrong, then it wasn't.
Okay, deal.
Nathaniel pauses and stares closely at her as if he's trying to read her mind. Catherine puts on her best poker face.
You don't seem like a latte girl. And you're too sophisticated to be into iced coffee. I bet you hate sugary blended coffee drinks. No, you're mature. And you like things to be simple.
To Kelly.
I'll have an Americano.
Do you need room for cream?
Nope.
That's right.
What? How did you do that?
I can't explain it, but something about you feels familiar. Even though we just met, it's as if I've known you my entire life.
Really?
No, the specials board has each barista's favorite drink on it.
Okay, you got me, but you're paying.
Kelly hands Catherine her coffee.
That's right. A gentleman always pays on the first date.
To Nathaniel.
Don't worry, it's decaf. And Nathaniel, you have her home by 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Kelly exits to the back room.
Kat, I was wondering if you would come to church with me.
Church? I don't know.
Since you're going to a Christian school, I thought you wouldn't mind joining me this Sunday.
The problem is, God and I aren't on good terms right now.
If you don't mind me asking, do you believe in God?
I believe he's up there, I'm just not talking to him.
I see. Anything you want to talk about?
Maybe on our second date.
Great. Can I pick you up at 9?
When?
Sunday morning, for our second date.
Church? That doesn't qualify as a date.
Wow, you really are the date police. What if I buy you lunch after?
I don't know, Nathaniel.
Nate. You can call me Nate.
I like that.
And I would like it if you would join me Sunday.
You don't give up, do you?
Well, you haven't given me an answer. Yes or no?
Fine. But I decide where we eat after.
Nathaniel chuckles under his breath.
What?
Nothing.
Nate, what?
You're just a little stubborn.
A little? You'll learn by our third date that stubborn is my middle name.
It's getting late, and I promised Kelly I'd have you home on time.
I like that too.
What?
That you keep your promises.
He leans in close to her.
Really? What do I earn for that?
After a pause, Catherine steps away from him. He steps further away.
That's okay. Maybe on our third date. Bye, Kat. I'll see you Sunday at 9.
Catherine walks by Nathaniel, pauses, then kisses him.
What was that for?
I decided I couldn't wait for our third date.
Impatient and stubborn. You're not going to make this easy for me, are you?
Nope. Good thing you love a challenge.
She grabs the pastry bag from him.
Thanks for the date.
Catherine exits. Nathaniel stands in the doorway with a big, dopey grin.